Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on in. I'm your friendly host, Percussive173, and it is my absolute pleasure to welcome Ms. Bibbidibobiboo to the PSP Podcast. And the PSP stands for Perk Spreads Positivity, and it's because that's what we're all about here. We're all about sharing positivity. We're all about good vibes, and we're doing that any possible way that we can. All day, every day, our goal is to uplift people, educate people, and the whole point of me putting together this podcast is for newer creators like you to be able to find their passion and listen to people who have been really successful doing it, and just kind of get to know their story, kind of get to know about the stuff that's going on. But yeah, Bibbidi, enough about me. How are you?
I'm doing really, really good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm super duper excited about this. I talk about my story a lot, but I've never actually been on a podcast and told my whole story in like one sitting. So I'm super excited about this.
I'm super excited to have you. And like honestly, so let's start with like kind of the down and dirty. Why Bibbidi-Bobbidi-Boo?
Honestly, this is a fun story. Whenever me and my husband first got together, basically I used his ex-girlfriend's account on Xbox, and it was Miss Bubblegum's 58 something. I don't remember the numbers, and I was like, I'm tired of using your ex-girlfriend's account. I would like my own name. And he came home one day and he was like, hey, how about you use Bibbidi-Bobby-Boo? That's peppy, it's a little witchy, it's cute like you, so how about you use it? Never changed my Xbox name ever, but then I started streaming, and it was like 3 years after he told me that, and I was like, I'm gonna use that name you told me because that was ingenious, and I still really like it. And he was like, I can't believe you remembered that, and I was like, yeah.
That's awesome. Like, that's so cool to like. Did you like witchcraft and all that? Is that something that you wanted to like get into?
I really just like positivity, and I'm just like super bubbly and stuff like that. And so whenever he came home and he said that name, he was like, it's really bubbly.
It is
I
bubbly.
like, you're really into Harry Potter, like you're into spells, it goes with your name, like it rolls off the tongue, like it's just really good. And his name is Sickonomics, which I think is ingenious.
That's
so he's
awesome.
Just really good at coming up with like names in my name.
Yeah, my name originated because it was my first gamer tag, and I just kept it. I'm like, you know what, originality.
Thank you for the sub, you freaking legend.
Speaking of Sickonomics, thank you so much for the sub. That's awesome. Thank you.
Just go. Stop.
I genuinely don't know if you guys can even hear that alert. I know I can because I don't know how to turn it off.
I can hear it.
You can hear it? So the chat can hear it?
I can hear it. I think so.
That's going to be funny. Wait, well, it might actually be because I'm still sharing my screen live, but in a Discord.
Well, that's why I can hear it, but that's why I'm saying if I can hear it through there, then that means chat can hear it.
Valid. But, so my name came because I'm a drummer. I've been drumming since I was 5 years old, and I'm really good at it, and I love playing the drums, and I just have a percussive, upbeat personality, and I just like having fun. And like, what better way to do that than play Call of Duty?
Play the drums one day now.
I'm down.
If I bring like a miniature drum set to DreamHack, will you play the drums for me?
Absolutely. I would, and like no doubt, I will play it. You know what? That would be one of the funniest ideas ever, to bring like a toy drum kit.
Like one of those like baby drum sets, you know,
like a toy drum kit
that, like, light up. Yeah,
that's awesome. That would be amazing to just have streamers randomly play that. That would be like the best video ever. That would go viral.
I'm gonna have you. Yep, I'm gonna be like, you're a
Nick. Thank you so much for the prime. Massive W.
Go.
But that would be one of the most iconic videos because I love BB Jess, and I don't know what she has planned, but like she's got something that's gonna be kind of epic, and that would rival that for sure. So
I'm so excited.
DreamHack is gonna be really interesting, and if you guys haven't come, I'm not gonna promo DreamHack, but I really think that fans and creators should genuinely get their booties off their couch and go meet some of their amazing creator friends in DreamHack. Or in Dallas.
Fun fact, I didn't even know what DreamHack was until last year.
Okay.
We bought our tickets the first Friday of DreamHack. We bought the Saturday tickets. Went on that Saturday, bought the after party tickets the last minute, had the time of my life, met so many people. I met people that were on American Ninja Warrior. I met streamers that have been in the business for like 15 plus years. I met Tactical Grandma there. I met her. Like, I met so many people at DreamHack. It was insane. And I was like, oh, I should probably go here as a creator next year because I didn't even know what this was until I actually, and I live in Dallas, so it was literally just like a hot skipping away. I was like, oh yeah, we'll just like go, it's fine. But now I'm like, oh, now I actually have to go. You know?
I found the luckiest hotel in the entire world. And it's like literally with walking distance from the convention. That type of thing is never going to happen. It was on a flash sale. Also, Atomic Ninja with the 5 gifted W. Thank you so much. I appreciate the gifted sub. Don't think I don't see it. I promise you I do. And Nick with the Prime as well. But,
Yay!
But yeah, dude, conventions
and the
I think
hype train, by the way, just saying.
How? Why do we have a hype train right now?
We're having soft tacos later.
Your community is badass.
Chat, y'all know what to do. Chat, y'all know what to do. I'm just saying.
So, what are your thoughts on conventions though? Because I know a lot of people like who are creators, they want to establish themselves first.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is your thought to like a newer creator? Do you think they should start going to conventions early?
I actually do. So whenever I first started streaming, I actually went to that first TwitchCon and I was so scared. I was so nervous. I didn't know what to expect, but let's go exit. So sorry.
1,500, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
I didn't know what to expect and it was a lot for me to handle, but I didn't go to TwitchCon to technically like talk with like companies or anything like that. I really went to honestly just experience what a con was.
Hey, let's go!
Super overwhelming.
Thank you for the subs. Freaking legend.
Next year, we went to DreamHack, and then we went to TwitchCon again, and I had so much more experience.
We're having
because
soft
then I had gone
tacos
to
later.
DreamHack, and I was like, okay, I'm going for a day. This is going to be less, like, it's smaller. It's going to be less overwhelming, because I'm not going for 3 days. I'm going for a few hours. I had my nephew with me. It was honestly just an overall great experience. Then we went to TwitchCon and streamed the entire thing, and that was the best experience of my life because I was able to show everyone what TwitchCon was about. I was able to show them like the little like shops that were there, the companies that had like booths and everything. Like they were able to listen to those conversations. That way, if you're a newer streamer that like didn't know what to expect, you kind of like got like a little gist of like, okay, these are the questions to ask. This is what I need to expect. And I absolutely loved it. So honestly, if you do go to a con, go to a smaller con. If you are like super anxious, because I know a lot of streamers do have social anxiety. That's why
hashtag Lootfest.
Stream. Lootfest was the best. I'm sorry. I will say it. Lootfest was my favorite con I've ever been to. And it was so easygoing. There was no drama. It was small enough to where all of my friends and all of my mods that had never been to a con before, it was perfectly sized. It wasn't too overwhelming. They were able to talk to these companies. They were able to meet other streamers without being too overwhelmed, too anxious. And it was the best weekend in my opinion. Lootfest was 100 out of 10. I cannot wait for next year because I expect even better things. I really do.
Lootfest, I did not get a chance to go to. Also, Atomic Ninja with the gifted and TX Mojo with the 200 biddies. And then, wait a second,
Bring the chaos,
Axiom with the 5,000 biddies. W, thank you so much for all of the love and support. That is a ridiculous hype train. I don't think I've ever reached a level 5 before in my entire streaming career. Actually, there was my one birthday, but we're not going to talk about that. That was 3 years ago.
That was 3 years ago. I don't know. It says new records. So
really?
We must
Does
have
it?
Unlocked something.
You must have. You must have, because actually that may have been a kick. But I digress. But I agree with you.
I'm so excited for you. You deserve it.
I thank you so much. The small conventions are so amazing, and like I genuinely wanted to go to Lootfest, but like you learn a little bit like once you get. Holy crap. 5 gifted WXTM, and I don't think I've said your name right yet, but
you can call him dumbass too. It's fine.
Yes, dumbass, let's go.
There it is. That's a W in chat right there. I'm so sorry. He just won so many brownie points with me. Oh my gosh, that was the best. That was the best. That was the best. I should have.
I used to have my SFX on like my stream deck where I could like turn on. So something about, I'm going to show you guys this real quick. Actually, it's really cool. I'm a tech nerd, right? I'm going to hide this so you guys don't get a secret of all like the questions and all that. But like, I'm a tech nerd, right? So I love going through and messing like with SFX settings. And I used to have this. So when I turn on my Valhalla Supermassive with the reverb, and like all these different things. Like there's so many different SFX that I like. Managing like the frontier gate and actually getting the correct audio things. And
Hey,
thank you
let's
so
go!
much for the gifted sub, right? But
Tier 3.
Thank you for the sub.
tier
Freaking
3
legend.
sub Atomic Ninja, massive W. I appreciate you so much. But yeah, like messing with like technology is something that I absolutely love to do. Like getting the Rengate to where you can actually see the mic in your tones, in your stuff like that. Obviously, like I'm in podcast mode, so all my stuff is gonna be cut out. But like
Nice.
one of the things that like you can do as a streamer is like really focus on the tech before you actually get things going. And I feel like this is an amazing transition because as a newer streamer, as a newer creator, what do you think the best tech is to get going and to get started?
Oh, I would really, I
It's a
would
tough
say yeah, because it really depends on what you're working with and your budget as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because you really got to work on that budget. But technology, like
I would start by saying, like, because when I started streaming on a 2060, right? I started
Yeah.
streaming on a very basic PC. I started I'm not lifting it up. The
Well, some people
PC
just,
right
like,
next to
stream on
me.
their Xboxes with just like a little
Yeah.
Elgato camera, like, and their Elgato camera's only $80, like
Mhm.
$80-$90. So
I
you
feel
can
like you're
work with that
sponsored.
stuff. No, like it really is. Like, but
No,
that's
it's
what
really
I started
great.
off on because we had no money. Like, I had a little Elgato camera, and we actually bought this PC for my. I mean, that's one of like the questions, but we actually bought this PC for my husband. He streamed, like, we saved up for this PC too, like, because at that time, like, COVID was going on, and it was way too much money for what it was worth, in my opinion. Like, especially now with like all the prices like back down, it was insane. But we actually got this PC for him to start streaming. He was like, "Hey, you actually need to start streaming," and I was like, "Well, okay." So I don't even know. Like, if my husband was here, he could probably tell you what I actually started off with before I upgraded everything. But
Mhm.
yeah, I know I started off with just a little Elgato camera, a little ring light I got off of Amazon for $20, $20 keyboard and mouse I got off of Amazon as well. And I was like, okay, I don't know what to do. I have an Xbox controller I've had for the past 8 years. Let's do this. And that's how we started.
I kid you not, my first thing that I ever streamed on was my phone. Back when I was doing like, yeah,
Really?
I streamed off of my cell phone. And
That's awesome,
it was
though.
just my face. It was just the camera sitting on the ring light looking at my face. I was playing video games, and I thought it would be really awesome to mirror cast from my TV in front of me to a TV behind me, and they could all see my gameplay. And it didn't work. It wasn't good. It wasn't right.
I
That's
don't
not how
think
you
it,
do
it
it.
doesn't sound like it would work, but you know what? It was the attempt that counted.
Right? And like that's the whole thing about like the streaming world is you live and you learn. And I think one of the best ways to learn as a streamer is to start as a viewer.
Yeah, I made the mistake of not even downloading Twitch and knowing what I was doing. My husband just said, "Hey, you have a personality and can play games. You should start." And I was like, "I don't know what I'm doing. I don't like. I have
You're
stuff.
my
Like,
friend
I
now.
don't know.
We're
Like, I'm
having
just
soft
sitting
tacos
here."
later.
And so then I started actually watching like a couple streamers who played the same games that I was playing. That way, I'm like, okay, what do I actually do? Because I can't just sit here and play games and just like talk out my ass. That's not going to get me anywhere. So what do I actually do?
Right. And like it's so interesting because like
Oh, my camera shut off.
your camera shut off. Oh wait, did I do something? I may have
Is
done
that on
something.
my end? Oh, there it is. I was like, is that on my end or is I don't know.
Actually, it might genuinely be on my end. Because I actually pulled something I think in front of it. No, I messed up.
No, you're fine.
No, actually it was on my end. So what I was trying to do, I know like one of the funniest things that we just talked about was technology, right? So one of the technology things that I have is whether I realize it or not, my Kick account got disconnected from my restream, so I'm actually not streaming to Kick right now.
Oh,
So this is a funny thing. Is like you can spend. I was actually, and Bibbidi can attest to this. I was in this voice chat for an hour and 30 minutes working on tech stuff prior to this podcast, and like you can still miss things. So Even professional
Mhm.
streamers make mistakes. Audio sometimes doesn't
Mhm.
come through no matter what you do. You know, sometimes it isn't working. So Kix just gets left out tonight. That's okay. They can stay over there.
Okay.
Like,
They're fine.
they're fine. They can enjoy that. They can enjoy it over there. But
Yeah.
so, yes, that's something I love bringing up when I talk to new creators about certain things, and like helping new creators get their stuff set up is like, it doesn't
Mhm.
matter how much prep you put into it. There's still mistakes that are going to happen.
You're gonna have mistakes that aren't even your fault because you're
Mm-hmm.
I was streaming one day. My brand new my power cable,
Mm-hmm.
just shit on me. I bought it off Amazon, just shit on me out of nowhere. Couldn't figure out what was going on. Finally figured out what the problem was. I was like, I don't know. I'm about to cry. I don't know what to do. My husband was like, it's fine. I'll just go to Best Buy and buy another one. Like it's not that big of a deal. And I was like, I just bought this one. Why did it break on me? Like I just bought it. Like it's been 2 days. I was pissed. But you know what? Things happen. It's fine. You can't do anything about it. Like I just updated my camera. Sometimes it randomly shuts off, and I just gotta turn it off and off it. Like the other day, my monitor shut off, and I literally unplugged it and plugged it back in, and it all came back on. And I was like, I
It
don't know.
also is like part of being a streamer is not. It's like when you reach those tech things, right? When you get those tech things, it's not about what. It's not about the tech things that happen. It's about how you move forward. Like,
It's really about like how you go about the issue because I was one of those people. I got
mhm.
very irritated. I would cry, I would freak out on streams. And then I would have like my brother's in chat right now. I see his name and he's going to call me out. I would freak out and he'd be like Bobby, calm your ass down. It's fine. Like it's not. And I'm like, yes, we can do this. And he's like, bro, shut the fuck up. It's fine. Like, just shut up. Like, we're gonna fix it. And 5 minutes later, it would be fixed. And I'm like, okay, I'm so sorry. I freaked out, everyone. I'm sorry. I snapped. It's fine. And so I've just learned. I'm like, okay, things just happen. You can't control it. And so if it's literally out of your control, don't. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of your stream. Your community's still gonna come like to help you and like come to
Exactly.
support you no matter what. Like just because you have one bad thing happen, it's not like, oh my gosh, everyone hates me now. No, that's not the case.
And that's something I wish I knew when I started streaming, because genuinely, like, it doesn't matter about the mistakes. It's just how you push through and like how you make
Mhm.
it. Like, it's a TV show essentially. It's like you're in charge of the TV show. It is what is going on. It's like,
My
right?
I tell people that all the time because I'll have people come in my chat and they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry that I haven't been here," and I'm like, "I'm like your favorite TV show, like The Office. I'm like your like a reoccurring sitcom because I repeat the same shit over and over. It's just a little bit different every time you watch it, you know, because you notice
Mm-hmm.
different things about it, and it's just like you still enjoy it, and it's like your comfort show. Like I would rather be like The Office than anything else. Like just watch me in your free time. Like just hopefully I make you feel better. Like throw me on in the background. I don't care if you don't talk or pay attention to me. Like just if I'm able to help you throughout your day, then that's all that really matters, honestly.
And
But the
people
fact that you
flock to
said
you.
that, I
Mm-hmm.
say that all the time. I say it all the time. I'm like, that's
It's
gonna be your favorite TV show. It's fine.
but it's so true, because it's like so
Mhm.
genuinely like you're running the show. It's literally a show. But at the same time, it's like you're being as real as you possibly can with the audience, because like you're literally being yourself. There's no reason not. But there's no difference
Mhm.
between that, because like if you play Call of Duty, right, and you sit in front of a camera, right, and you're just sitting
Yeah.
there, is this fun? I'm gonna go shoot people. Boom, boom, boom. Oh my god, haha, he died. Who's gonna watch that? Like, who's gonna watch that? But if you here, it's like, guys, he's in front of me. I see him. He's in front of me. I see him. All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go run down the hill. I'm gonna make my way over right behind this building. I'm gonna pull out my sniper, and oh, I got him. Like, isn't that like the biggest load difference, right? Like,
It's all about just like how not even about like content, but it kind of is because at the
mm-hmm,
end of the day, as streamers, you have to think about what would I laugh at if I was in this situation. Because I
yes,
remember the other day, I'm pretty sure it was Steffi Evans. She
mm-hmm,
died and crawling around. Her teammate like crouched down. She was like, "Oh, you're gonna help me up. You're gonna help me." And then the dude was like, bro, stop being weird. She was like, I'm not. You're just leaning so close to me. I'm like, oh my God, this is great. Like, it's all about the comment. Like, whether it's a
Yes.
shooter, if it's like a story-based game, like you're
Mm-hmm.
listening to the story, give your like opinion on the story that's happening on the character, like the character developments, because half the time your streamers are watching, or your community is watching you because of you
Yes.
of your opinions of like what you put out there, and that's why they watch you, is because they're interested in who you are as a person and what you have to say.
Bingo.
So say it. Don't be ashamed of what you have to say. Don't be ashamed of your opinions. I mean, if it's the wrong opinion, you get the backlash, and like obviously you'll have consequences to your actions, which is fair deal. Be a human, take accountability. Like, we all make mistakes, we all say dumb shit. But at the end of the day, like I said, it's all about the content, and it's all about just making people happy and figuring out, what can I say or do to make someone just forget about their problems right now? Like, what out-of-pocket thing can I say? Like, what motivational thing can I say? Or like, what can I do to just make sure that you feel safe and heard and secure in this space?
And what's really cool about like what you said there is like it brings back one of the first episodes in the PSP podcast. I had Bad Bear Gamer here. Bad Bear Gamer was just a little bit of backstory. He's a Call of Duty player, super enthusiastic, some of the best energy out of any creator I've ever met. And like what sets him apart is his genuine personality, is in enthusiasm, and that's why I watched him every single day. So like with Bear's situation, like he brought up an amazing point that you can either make educational content, you can either make enthusiastic content, or you can make entertaining content. And each one of those things are going to draw people in, because those are like the three focal points when it comes to content. And that's what I think is really, really, really cool, because you don't even have to necessarily classify yourself in any of those. It's like, what do you want to do to make things more fun? It's like, why are you guys sitting here watching her and I talk about bullshit? The fuck's wrong with y'all?
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. It really
We
is
love
like,
y'all,
and
though.
a lot of people, and I love having these conversations like with my mods, because
Mhm.
I respect my mods so much, because I have a lot of hate online, because a lot of people are like, oh, you're just a female, you just have to sit there and look pretty, like, oh, like you wear like tight clothes, like you're obviously looking for male gaze. I'm like, every
I hate
single
that.
one of my mods, if I wear something too revealing, I get 5 DMs saying, how dare you go change?
Honestly, and that's another thing that I actually we had a whole podcast on for Women's History Month last year. And we talked
Really?
about the struggles of being a female streamer. And that was one of the
Yeah.
things that kind of popped up in that conversation, was like, it doesn't matter how you dress. You could still be wearing an entire freaking hoodie wrap your head completely up, and you'll still get shit on. Like, it sucks. Like, people
I
are
love Sweet Tails, because for the longest time, that's all she wore, because she was like, I don't want to be known for my boobs. And I'm like, one, you're already big. People don't know you for that. But the fact that you're thinking about that means it's already been a problem in the past. And I'm
Yes.
like, she's so amazing and so genuine hearted. Like, the fact that even like, I feel like even like men, though, I feel like men and women both have like their different issues in society that they have to deal with, or different like stigmas that we kind of have to live up to in today's society as like a man or as like a woman. And it is what it is. We can't do anything about it. But what we can do is just respect each other and respect each other's boundaries. And if you're happy and living your best life, then who really cares what you're doing? Honestly.
Absolutely.
Like, just
And
respect others, man.
that's what, honestly, in your happiness, and like, I'm going to compliment you for a second. Your happiness is why I was drawn to you. Like, I kid you not. So one day, I'm like scrolling TikTok, and I saw one of your dancing videos. I forget which one. I think it was like your Boo Bunch video, right? Because you have your own theme song. Like, you have your own community. And like, so I ran by that and I saw it the first time. I was like, oh, that's dope. And then I listened to it again and I'm like, wait a second, this isn't a popular TikTok song. And then I listened to it again. And I'm like, wait, somebody wrote this. That's badass. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I went into the live stream and your energy was phenomenal. It was flawless. It was like, wow, her and I would vibe. Her and I actually would genuinely like vibe together and like have a goofy ass conversation. And I kind of felt a little bit of a connection. And then I just wanted to continue watching. And that's how you get hooked onto people, is like, how are people going to find you? What are they going to find when they first come into the chat? Like, I'm just a fat dude who likes to wear Cavs hats and likes to play freaking Call of Duty and yell at people.
You can
So-
make a whole thing out of that, though,
Uh-huh,
man.
you can.
I mean,
For sure.
I'm just saying. Look at Queso. I mean,
For sure.
That's his whole chat. Like that poor man. Like, oh.
Bro, I literally told my friends that if you don't make a fat joke about me, because like I've been trying for 10 years, I'm not even gonna lie. Like I've been trying for 10 full years to change my diet, but this isn't about Kirk's physical well-being. No, it's but I tell my friends to make fat jokes at me because I think it's funny. I genuinely think it's funny, and I don't get upset about it. Because everyone who knows me knows that.
My brother loves to say I have little sister energy, and I'm like, what does that mean? He was like, you just have to be included. And I'm like, that doesn't mean I'm a little sister. And he was like, you are my little sister. What? And I was like, that's not the point. Shut up. Like, don't shut up.
That's amazing because I see it.
I don't like to shut up. Okay. 'Cause he's here and I want to, he's stupid. And shut up. Anyways, we're not talking about me. We're talking about you. And that's not even true because you're interviewing me. So
the streamer
Fine.
deflects on the other streamer that's deflecting on the other streamer.
how the turntables have
Kind
turned.
of. Again.
Kind of.
But
I'm sorry,
So
we totally
you're-
got off track.
it's okay. And that's the beauty of like having conversations with like good people is like genuinely things can just go any different direction. And that's amazing. So
Mhm.
and let's go into one of the questions to bring things back on track. What is one thing you wish you knew when you started streaming?
Oh, so many things.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's the most important? Not everything is gonna be
Hey, let's go!
and the people that are gonna be there for you are gonna be there.
Thank you for the subs, you freaking legend.
And it only takes one situation to prove that. It only takes one hard situation in streaming or like one miscommunication or just anything in the streaming world. Like, and that involve like that's honestly like in my opinion just any type of relationship, whether that's family member, like a spouse, like friendship, but really in streaming so many things can get like misconstrued or like misunderstood or
Oh yeah.
like people just don't understand like what like goes into streaming, and then once they actually start like realizing like, oh, maybe I don't want to be a part of it, which is like fine, like you don't have to be, but a lot of people are gonna pretend that like they're there for you and they're not, just because like, and most of the time they do want to be but they can't, and that's not a responsibility. And a lot of times as people we don't understand like where we are.
Thank you so much for the sub, Mercury.
Let's go.
I was playing in my ear.
No, you're good. A lot of the times as people, like, that is a really hard pill to swallow. Like, where do I stand with this person? Like, are we okay? Did I do something wrong? Am I working too much? Like, at the end of the day, like, you're going to have your people who are going to
Yes.
fit your stream schedule, your lifestyle, like, your
Mhm.
decisions. They're going to respect you as a person at the end of the day.
Consistency.
And I respect and love, yeah, I respect and love my mods so much because we've been through, I'm gonna cry, we've been through hell and back. And just because like they are like, hey, you should probably do this, or like I think this would be a good idea, and I'm like, well, no, I'm saying this, like I'm the freaking streamer, and they're like, we understand that, but we're your mods and we have your best interest, so take our advice, like that you probably should, like we love you, like if you don't at the end of the day, like that's fine, we're gonna stand by you, but you know, and
That's an
I love
underrated
them because
That is an underrated
Oh.
content because mods are so important to the streaming world. They're
they
so
no,
important.
they are my backbone. They are my backbone. I wouldn't be where I am without every single moderator I have, and they all hold like a very important, I don't even want to say role, but they hold a very important place in my life, and and I don't want to say like they work for me, but like this is technically like this is my life, like this is what I do, and they're helping me achieve my dreams for free because they're literally just I'm gonna cry, they believe in me, you know. And that's like so crazy to me because half the time I
Mhm.
don't believe in myself and I snap at them and they're still there for me. And so I'm so grateful for them, dude. So once you find your people in the streaming industry, like even like real streaming friends or like even people
Yes.
outside of streaming that just want to support you, like you're gonna make it. You're
And-
gonna make it because you being alone in this industry is gonna suck, and you will feel really lonely. But you're really not alone, because there are a lot of really good people in this world. Like there
Sure.
really is, or like in this industry, I guess.
The streaming industry is a very lonely place, and it's very taxing mentally. And like,
Imposter syndrome is so
yeah,
hard.
it is
and
so
affects
real.
every single one of us. And if it says
Uh-huh.
it doesn't, then you're lying.
It is. That's for me. You hit the nail on the head of what I wish I knew when I started streaming. You don't realize you're growing unless you're actually growing. You don't realize you're growing until it just all of a sudden hits. It's like, oh wait, I have a level 97 hype train. The fuck? Wait, I've been streaming for a million hours.
I was gonna give up TikToks. I was gonna give up streaming. I was gonna give up all of that until y'all ready for this and sick. Like they were actually like, no, just wait a few more days. Like you'll be fine. I posted one like, oh, like it was like the very first words, like here's a song to get to know about me. I had like maybe 1,000 followers on TikTok. It got like 25,000 views, which for 1,000 viewers, that's like amazing. And I was like, like it finally happened. Like I didn't like that was the stupidest video ever. And then I remember every single time I would get low on myself, I would just post like the most random TikTok or the most like I would stream the most random stream, and it would just like I would either be really motivational or I would just have like a really random idea, or because I'm really emotional, I'm just like really out of pocket, and I just talk about like, especially whenever Jaw's in there, like we have this joke about like Sweet Home Alabama stuff because people always think that like we do that, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's my brother, we're brother, sister, cousins, you know. And it's a whole thing in my stream, and whenever I'm really sad and I don't want to cry, I'm just really weird, and so
But weird is so good though. Weird is like what makes people want to be there.
sister, is that you? Is that you, brother? Sorry.
No, so actually, you want to know something really funny about that?
Yeah.
I'm at work. This is like a year ago or so, like before you knew I existed. And so I had your stream on, and I left the area that I was in for a moment to go do something, and then I came back, and there were like 3 people crowded around my desk, and then the first thing I hear is sister you mass or something, and I look over and I'm like, oh shit, I left the volume on. Because my headset disconnected because it was around my neck, and they're just laughing at you in the best way possible, possible way. But oh my, it was so funny.
She's your mother, cousin. I need help.
But it's so, yeah, I forgot that when you walk so far away with a Bluetooth headset that it disconnects. It does. So, but hey, they got to experience you, and I'm pretty sure they all followed you. But I digress.
Oh my God, dude. Sometimes I hate it because like my uncle one day came over to our house. He was like, oh yeah, you know, I pulled up your stream one day, and you know, like all of my coworkers, and I was like, why were they watching? Oh, I don't know, you were playing some Overwatch or something, and then you started talking about like having sex with girls, and I turned it off real fast, and I was like, what? And then he was like, yeah, but then my friend DJ over here pulled up your stream because he thought you were a really good diva, and I was like, okay. That's weird. Okay, that's fine. Thanks. I appreciate all the support. And then some people at church started following me, and I was like, I don't think I'm the best person. They're like, it's fine. God's working through you. We want to support you no matter what. And I was like, okay. It's a great experience, though, like having support from all around the world. But
it's amazing though, because like you genuinely don't know when you're gonna blow up, and like. You can't. You also
That's
can't.
why I'm saying don't give up.
Yes.
Never give up. Never doubt your content. If you think it will blow up and it doesn't, post it on every single platform. I'm not gonna lie. I have 12 different socials, and I hate all of them because I have so many. And I don't hate them. I love them, but there's a lot of them I have to post on daily, and it's a lot. But I will post something on TikTok and it sucks. But guess what? It'll blow up on it. Like I posted a TikTok, I got like 1,000 views on TikTok, which is unheard of for me with my followage, which I'm still grateful for my followage. But normally it's like, I don't know, it's like a 10% thing. I posted it on Instagram. It got 2 million views.
Well,
And they're all different platforms. Like, don't sleep on any platform. Literally, like, post, be consistent.
yes.
Like, I have so much advice for new streamers. Like,
I can go into an entire decade-long mantra on each platform is different, specific analytics, all this type of jazz. Like, I don't blow up anywhere except for
so much.
Oh, they do. I
The
blew up on
analytics
Snapchat
change every
though.
like what, 6 months? 3 to 6 months?
TikTok changes every month. The algorithm
Every month?
Yeah, TikTok changes every month, little ways, 3 months in a big way. YouTube changes every quarter, so 3 months. Mostly
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Twitter algorithm changes once every 4 months for some dumb reason. So every third of the year. And like this type of stuff, like, so I'm a tech nerd. A little bit about me is I work in cybersecurity and I work in the background and I do some stuff like that. And I pay attention to all these different types of things. And like, I am not trying to blow up on most social media platforms. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. It is what it is. Like, I'm just trying to have fun, be myself, and if people follow me, they follow me. But like, for whatever reason, I'm blowing up on Snapchat because my shorts, they're getting like 20K view a video right now, and it makes no sense for me. But I love what you said about like the platforms. Like, everything is so interesting about the platforms, because if you post to like Snapchat Spotlight and you post the same thing to like TikTok, they're never going to perform the same. They're never going to perform the same. So Instagram is amazing for like photos, short little like 5 to 10 second videos, and like stuff that just like, it's like lets you know, people see the images of your life. They want to see like the snippets of your life. Twitter is about goofing off. Twitter's about goofing off. And it's like,
I troll on Twitter and I hate being a troll, but I'll go on there and troll my ass off, dude. Also, look at your chat real quick, just like for 5 seconds.
What are you doing? And also, where the fuck is that alert? Holy shit. Extium, is that like, I don't even know what that is in biddies, but thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. Is that 10,000 freaking biddies? The titty bitties of the 10,000s? Holy shit. No, of course I wasn't. I wasn't ready because I'm not used to that. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you so much. It means a ton. It's like, it genuinely, like, I don't deserve it. There's so many other people that do. Give it to her instead. She's offline. It'll blow up in her ear. It'll be funny. It'll be funny.
No, they're my community. I am a cult leader, and this is the only time I will say it whenever I'm not on stream. You listen to me. You gift to him. Damn it. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
So all this talk about different platforms is amazing. And I love talking about different platforms and like what you can do to blow up. TikTok is amazing for like your 30 to 60 seconds. Anything over 60 seconds, like they kind of back out.
Because you have such a broad spectrum of what you can post.
Exactly. It is amazing.
And like you said, YouTube is the only one I can't figure out, and I'm working on it. I'm working on the thumbnails and the VODs, but I think it's the editing I need working on, because YouTube is very specific with the video editing.
I'll introduce you to one of my friends who's really good at YouTube and made YouTube his home. So just
please, because that's the one social I can't figure out. Like I have grown on I've grown on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Clapper, Lemonade, freaking
Clapper,
like Threads. Yeah, it's the American version of TikTok, by the way. It's
yeah, I know. I'm on Clapper.
They should need to change the name. It sounds like an STD. I'm just saying.
Dude, it sounds like me when I walk down the hall.
It's not. It sounds like my girl, you know, when she's twerking, it's just sorry. Anyways.
I mean, say less, but
say less.
You're my friend now. We're having soft tacos later.
I'm sorry.
Hey, we all got we all love a good ass clap, you know. We all love it.
Of course. I mean, I'm not doing it on live because I'm on TikTok. I'll get banned. No, I'm kidding. But
that is fair. I mean, you never know.
That was an enemy team TikTok.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. No, okay, so once on TikTok, I was wearing shorts with like an overly sized hoodie. I showed everyone I was wearing shorts. I put my hoodie down, and then I got banned, and my TikTok live got banned for like a month for nudity.
I actually got banned for sexual activity and nudity when I was doing repo. So the last video that I've posted, because I'm super busy, I work 3 jobs and I stream, so was my Repo video. Also, amazing game, so much fun. I would love to play with you on that
Repo's
sometime.
amazing.
Yeah,
Please, I would
Yeah.
love that.
it's so much fun. But
It is.
like, I was teabagging someone, and I made the statement that I was teabagging him because he got stuck in barrels, and then I got banned for. It said 2 years. Obviously, that's changed because I appealed it and I won. But it said 2 years at the time for sexual nudity and exploitation. But
I've never seen one for 2 years. That's crazy.
Yeah, I have a screenshot of it
called
somewhere.
Men babies. I said men are babies while they're sick. I got banned for gender-based violence.
ugh. So TikTok, you actually
Wait.
get banned a lot. Just a heads up.
I just started going live again. Everyone's like, "Oh, I missed you. I haven't seen you." And I'm like, "No, yeah, I was one ban away from getting my account taken away, but because it's been so many months, like that little flag is now taken off the account because once you get banned so many or like suspended so many times on your live, like your account will eventually get banned. Or and same with like you posting videos. Like if it gets taken down so many times, like you'll get banned and stuff like that. And so, but once you wait a certain amount of months, that flag gets taken off.
Yes, it
And
does.
so technically you have more chances. And so that flag was taken off finally. And I was like, okay, I think I want to start going live.
Also,
again.
Sophia, I'm so sorry, but also thank you so much for letting me know something that I 100% have to change. You love technology. So when I do have Botrix Automod on, and I thought I turned it off, but now I know I have to turn that Automod off. Thank you for letting me know. My apologies. But
my apologies.
so that's how I handle like moderation. I actually put my own thing into a bot and do a whole lot of mod, but I love moderators and all that. But all this talk, going back to the platform thing, what do you think
Yes.
is your best platform?
You're my friend
to
now.
grow?
We're having soft tacos
To
later.
grow TikTok.
Okay. Why so?
All day, every day. But because there's a broader audience on TikTok. TikTok, it's not like Facebook anymore. It's not like Instagram anymore. It's not like Twitter to where the algorithm is like super specific because you will get pushed out to certain algorithms, but it will also push you out to more people, like considering your hashtags. Like say if you like, I hate to say it, if you have like, it does limit your hashtags. I will say, I think it's past like 7.
Yeah, 6
it
in
won't
total.
really like register. Yeah, is it 6? Okay,
Mhm.
yeah, okay. So after the first, because you can put 1,000 hashtags in your thing, but after the first 6, it's not going to register any of the others.
My recommendation would
pointless.
be definitely 100% do 5 because
I
every
normally
other
do about
platform
3 on TikTok. Oh,
Well,
on
that's
every
valid.
platform.
caps it off at
Oh,
5.
I did
Mhm.
not know that. I normally don't do hashtags because my Instagram and my threads are shared. And I don't like doing the hashtags there because they're so completely different. Like the algorithms are there on like the hashtags and stuff. So I normally don't do hashtags just because it saves me time whenever I like share the posts and stuff. But I didn't know that. I normally do about like 3. I didn't know they capped it at 5.
Because when you go to Blue Sky and like post on Blue Sky, they have a 5 thing
Mhm.
limit. Clapper has a 5 hashtag limit. Lemonade has a 5 hashtag
Interesting.
limit. So if you just go
I didn't
5,
know that.
5 is like the magic number right now. But really, TikTok.
Glad to be a test
yeah.
subject. How dare you test things on my wife?
I'm
I'm only allowed to
sorry.
test things on her, okay? How dare
I'm
you?
sorry. I'm getting yelled at, chat. Chat, yell back.
Chat yell back. Gift subs, thank you.
Oh, well, see, now you said something and they did it. Mojo! With the
Only
5
time I'll
gifted.
say
Thank you so much. I appreciate
Only
it.
time I'll say it, baby.
I appreciate you. You do not have to. This is okay. You're her community. Go. If you give me 5, go gift her 5 in her own channel. But
Nah.
I agree with you though on TikTok. TikTok's a really interesting platform to grow.
TikTok is the best
If
because
you-
you can also have multiple different TikToks as well.
You're
I
my
hate to
friend
say it,
now. We're
but you can
having
have
soft
a
tacos
spe-
later.
Like a specific like working out like page. You can have a cooking page. You can have a gaming page. You can have like just a random page. You can have like this is my draft page. Like you can have all 5 different TikTok accounts hit different algorithms of TikTok and have them all lead to the same socials.
I've thought about
It-
doing a dancing TikTok because back in 2021, I had a TikTok hit 10,000. I'm not going to say what that TikTok was. It's gone. It's over. It's an old part of my life. It's done. But just by dancing.
That's amazing though.
Yeah, just by dancing. And then I got into gaming and I just didn't have time to do that. And I didn't want to be known as like somebody who would like dance on
Go
TikTok.
Find it. Once you find it, please. Oh yeah, we have to see your dance skills. Please test out your dance skills.
I can't. I'm too big. I have to expand the camera, and like I mean, that's
So
there. You go.
dream hack. So guys,
DreamHack,
Dream
yeah.
Hack Dallas, we're gonna live stream and we're gonna have a dance party together, and we're
I'm
gonna test
down.
his dance skills. Okay?
I'm down. I'm a drummer. I
No
can.
balls. You said no balls.
I don't have any. This is why I am a male. No, I'm wait. I also love that my mic is now cutting out because
yeah,
I'm in
sorry.
podcast mode and I'm laughing, and every time I laugh, it's starting to cut off now. Like I almost have to turn off my Rengate just so I can actually have this conversation.
Oh my gosh, I'm loving it though. We're having the time of our lives. I'm
Absolutely.
having a blast.
And but that's like really, if there's one thing that I wanted to know, that I want people to know for newer creators, it's just have fun. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter the content. It doesn't matter the conversation. Just be yourself, have fun, and then people will show up if they want to show up.
I have three main things I give advice for streamers.
Sure.
Be yourself, be authentic, because people can smell fakeness from a mile away.
Absolutely.
Doesn't matter if it's in real life or online, because in real life you can be like, oh yeah, this person's acting fake. It's the same online. Be authentic.
Absolutely.
Play what you want to play. Just be happy, because people can sense that. Have a schedule and
Yes.
stick to the schedule. Do not have like, oh, I'm just gonna stream whenever I feel like streaming. No, post your schedule weekly. Say I'm gonna stream, whether if it's like, oh no, dedicate yourself to those times. Like if you have to miss, that's fine. But if you say I'm gonna stream every single Monday for 3 hours, stream every single Monday for 3 hours at the same 3 hours every single day. And hold yourself accountable.
Boom.
And number 3, don't have expectations for yourself, because you never know when you're going to blow up. You don't know if you're going to have one person watching you or if you're going to have 1,000 people watching you. But
Turn the
never have
viewers off.
expectations.
Turn the viewer count
Never
off.
have expectations. Yep. Turn your viewer count off. Never compare yourself to other streamers, because we're all different. We're all different human beings. Never be like, oh, how come I'm not doing as good as this person? We're doing the same thing. It's because you're two very different people.
Exactly.
That is why. Never compare yourself. It's literally going to take away your happiness. So those are my 3 main rules for like whenever like you first start streaming, because those are things you do struggle with whenever you first start streaming is, oh, I have to do this in order to like keep my viewership. No, you don't. Just be yourself. Be happy. People don't keep schedules because they think they can just stream because they're like, oh, I'm just playing video games. Not the case. It's an actual dedication that you have to do. And like I said, just don't be a dick. Don't have expectations.
Absolutely.
Don't be like, oh, I deserve this. No, you don't. We
So-
don't deserve anything.
Sophie, that account no longer exists. I deleted that account. It's a really old account.
Say her
So-
name again.
So, Softy.
Damn it! You said Sophie first. I
I
was
saw-
so excited to hear you mess it up again.
No, so you know what? I'm terrible at reading, and that's something that I own. I will mess up everybody's name, and if I don't mess up your name at least once, then you're not officially part of the band fam.
No, it just made me
But-
smile because, like I said,
So-
like I know her. Like she's my wife. I love Softy. She's the best. She's been around since I actually started streaming. By the way, she's one of my founders.
She seems awesome. Everyone calls me Sophie. You've accepted it. That's great. So I agree with you 100% on your 3 points.
Mhm.
Be your enthusiastic, authentic self, and like genuinely, like no one's gonna want to be around you if you're just like trying to be someone that you're not. Like
Exactly.
if it doesn't necessarily matter what your viewer count is, and I love that point, because when people bring up the whole viewer count, it's like, well, Tim the Tapman has 1.3K viewers. How am I ever going to get there? The trick is
Hard work.
hard work,
dedication,
post content, be
post
yourself,
content.
like
Constantly change up your content if it's not working.
consistent.
Do the research. Like talk to companies. Like there's so much. Like I feel like people, whenever they look at streamers, and this is I might go on a rant for a second.
No, go for it. Go for it.
Whenever people look at streamers, like especially like, and this is something I get online all the time, they're like, oh, all you have to do is, like I said, all you have to do is just sit there and just like play video games and like you're so successful. No, no. I wake up at 5 a.m. every single day because my kid has school. Like I would wake up at 6:30 with him. I can't, because I also have to get ready for stream and I have to get him ready for school. I wake up at 5 a.m. every single day to get my stream set up, to get him ready for school. I start in the mornings. Like I put all of my energy into my streams because I think my community deserves it. Like I turn around, I try working out, I try taking care of my family, I try like writing these emails. I try like watching all these other streamers to like keep what's updated. I try watching these videos on games and like upcoming games and like learning all this information. Like I try making sure everyone in my community is okay, because I do love everyone and like everyone's mental health. Like, and I'm a mom on top of it. Like I'm a daughter on top of it. Like I'm a wife on top of it. And it's not just me going live every day and just playing video games and me living my own life. It's not. I don't do that. Like I really wish I was that streamer, and I'm not, because my whole life, like I go to the gym and I'm like, oh, this would be a really great content idea. Like this would be really good motivation for my community. Like, oh my gosh, like this would be great. Like, oh my gosh, this lighting would be perfect for a photo. Like my whole entire life is revolved around just my content and making sure like I'm producing the best. I hate to say it, and I love my accountant because she said it best, even though I hate how she said it. Whenever I do my taxes, she says, basically, you are selling yourself. You're not a hooker, but technically as a streamer, you're selling yourself because you are the product. People are watching you. You're selling yourself. You're selling your personality. And like, that's kind of what I want to do, because I used to be so depressed. I used to live in anxiety and live in depression in this dark space. And it took me such a long time and so much work to get out of that space. And I'm a living factor of hard work can get you out of that space. And I want to promote that. I want to promote that, like, hey, as long as you don't give up on yourself, if you actually discipline yourself, if you go do that hard work, if you do eat healthy, if you do go work out, if you do start loving yourself and like leaving all this toxic spaces, like you're going to get there. And I want to promote that, because this life sucks, dude. And I don't like streamers who just like want to expect things like, oh yeah, I do this and like I should expect. It's so much more than that. You don't just sit here and play video games, or just like people are just sitting here telling you you're pretty and just giving you money. Like I'm so like I don't have an OF and I'm never gonna have one. And people like are just, oh yeah, people want you for your body. No, they don't, because I don't sell my body. I sell my personality. And like just
I agree with you so
there's
much.
nothing wrong with having an OF, by the way. Like, please, if you want to do whatever you want with your body, like, go off, queen. Slay, make that fucking bag, because you honestly deserve it with how hot you are. Like, I'm just there. And, like, even then, having an OF is a lot of fucking work. You have to, like, look good. You have to take care of your body. You have to get the right age. Like, having an OF is a whole fucking, like, then you have people criticizing your body. And it's there's so much going on behind the scenes that people don't understand, because all they do is watch someone online and see them happy, and they're like, oh, they must be living their perfect life, when in reality we do put a lot of effort into actually being happy,
right?
Like,
because you're only going to grow if you know yourself. 90% of streaming, though, I like to tell people, is introspection, looking inside of yourself. What is going to make you happier? What's going to make people want to come see you? Because positivity is gonna what brings people in, and like people. And I agree with you. You don't even have to be positive, because some people like raging gamer. Yes.
Like I love my friend. I'll call her out. Her name is Athena. She will play COD and rage like no other, and she's a little 4'11" blonde
Nick, don't
girl.
even comment. Nick, don't even comment. I know you're going to.
Tiny. She's tiny and blonde and looks like a little chipmunk, and she just has a mouth like a sailor and rages. And I think it's the most hilarious thing, because she has so much anger in this tiny body.
Well, I mean, COD brings out the worst in us, but it's fun to see that. Like,
I love it.
Streaming.
I'll call her out right now. I don't care. I love her.
Streaming is like literally like when we're live right now, this is literally 5% of our jobs. Like, and people don't understand that. Like, we'll stream for an hour and a half, and then we'll go through that hour and a half ourselves almost right after stream, flag, all right, 1 minute, 37 seconds, 2 minutes, 98, or 2 hours in 60, whatever. Like, we're going to flag that so we can make the content, so we can pull the high quality recordings, so that we can, like, do all that stuff. Like, I'm going to switch to the scenes real fast, so we can still talk about this. But, like, genuinely, like, preparation for a specific video, I'm going to open up DaVinci Resolve here so you guys can kind of get a little bit of a gist on what goes into a simple 1 minute long video, right? So when you're posting and you're creating content is so, oh wait, it's not going to work because you're only going to see part of it. I'm not going to play the video. I have to unplug the 4 terabyte hard drive that I'm currently recording on to be able to pull up everything within DaVinci. But I digress. Like, a minute long video, I will take a specific scene from the video, I will copy it 4 times so I can cut it up and I can size it to where I want in a vertical format, because I don't like going through my OBS and recording vertically. I would much rather do it vertically. Let's see. I don't know if you, I don't think this is a good example, but because I only just did a base one. That video is still in process. Where's project manager? Best spot is a sign. You know what? That one would be a good one. Where's the helicopter one? This one, right? So
a helicopter.
you won't be able to see it because the video's not here. But like, for example, the audio visual stuff that I put through here is ridiculous. You will see 3 different videos before I get to like my little over edits and like little sound edits and stuff like that. You'll see 3 different audio tracks, the main video audio track, my sound over, and then the actual music that I'm putting through it. Or this is the music, this is the sound audio that I'm putting through it. And then obviously like you have to make the captions. But I'm not going to like scroll through everything just to kind of see that, but like doing stuff like this, putting pieces together, adding specific stuff inside of DaVinci, this whole thing took me about 3.5 hours to edit, to do things right. Take after take after take.
Editing is the worst and most
It is so much
tedious
fun.
and time-consuming thing you can do. And you have to do it as a streamer and a content creator. You absolutely have to do that. Like, it's so tedious and so annoying. And
I love it though. I love it though.
I hate it. I can't. I'm not a time-consuming person. I'm one of those people, like with my TikToks. Like if I make a TikTok, if it takes me more than 30 minutes to make a TikTok, I'm giving up on it because I think it's too time-consuming. Because I'm like, I have way too much in my day that I have to do. So if this is gonna take me too much time, I can't do it.
There's a reason why I only post once a week now.
Yeah, and if I have a really specific video idea and it takes me too long, I literally ask one of my mods or something like that. And I'm like, hey, can you like edit this? Like, because I need it this specific way and I started it and I can't fucking do it. Like like the kiddo has a piano like lesson, like I have this to do, like my dad's calling me, I have to go to my PO box, like I have to make coffee mugs, I have to like make TikToks, I have to like I have a business meeting, like it's always something. So if I know for a fact it's gonna take me more than 30 minutes, I either don't do it or I ask for help because I cannot. And that, like I said, I got really lucky with my mod team because a lot of them, they're like, oh, we used to do video editing for just fun and we kind of want to piddle around with it. Like, can we just use you as like our guinea pig? And I'm like, yeah, fuck it, free. Yep. I don't even care if I like it. If you want to make me something, like, yep, damn, thank you, Jesus, thank you, because I can't do it.
But and that's like the whole thing is like it goes to my point of where I say like 5% of streaming or 5% of our job is actually streaming. By the way. Oh, those are awesome. It says I really like glue. It's a Clefairy. It says I really like It's glue. A Clefairy! I have a Pikachu.
It's a Clefairy and she's sucking on like her little hand.
Pikachu was watching me and I currently like whenever I have long conversations, my cat runs under my leg. So if you hear a little bell in the background, that's her. So she will never.
I could have a cat, but both my son and my husband are allergic, and I'm like, ugh.
She won't let me pick her up. She'll just put her paws on my leg and then ask for attention and run away. But so
I love that, though.
5% of our job is actually streaming. In like the majority of our content, our time goes into like editing the videos, goes into identifying what our content is, doing introspection and looking at how we can improve, like being our own audio engineers. A streamer wears so many different hats, and most of the time you can't even see it. And in order to grow successfully, you need to post consistently. And that does typically mean you need to post 3 to 4 times a week. And some people will have the ability to post every day on different platforms and do different things and manage 4 different YouTube channels. The more you understand how content works, the faster the video editing goes, the more your content team can grow. And the more that you can actually give your best forward for your community, because
there's also a difference between quality and quantity whenever it comes to content. Like quantity is like awesome. You can post like 3 times a day. Like I used to post 3 times a day on TikTok, but the quality wasn't there. And I would rather post quality, like I would rather post only once a day or once every few days with actual quality content I want to post that it actually looks really good over me posting the same dance every day, me posting the same selfie every single day, me posting the same, like, me telling the same joke on stream every single day. I'm like, after a while, that's just not, it's not it. Like, you actually do have to evolve yourself and you have to learn and grow as you constantly go into this business. Because, like, the first year I was in streaming, I was a completely different streamer. Last year, completely different streamer. This year, I'm expecting next year I'm going to be a completely different person, a completely different streamer because of how much experience and how much I've grown and learned from
Introspection, because you're looking into yourself, you're seeing what you love about yourself, and you're growing. Introspection.
Right there.
Yep. And that's why I say that 95% of our job is introspection. Yep, it's a full circle.
Yeah, exactly. We just made a whole circle.
But that's also streaming is like circular reasoning. It's like
really
parasocial relationships are how you
once you understand like what streaming is, like what streaming entails, like what the relationships entail, like what everyone has to go through, it becomes so much easier to make other streamer friends, to like understand the streaming world, to edit your videos, because the more you do it, the easier it's gonna be. The more you're like, okay, I didn't like this content, my viewers didn't like this content, what do I have to do to change that? That way it's still something I like, but it's something that other people can like as well, because we are here to entertain, you know?
We are here to entertain, we are here to make you laugh, we are here to make you smile. And my main goal as a streamer is different than her goal as a streamer. My main goal as a streamer is if I can make one person smile, I don't give a shit if anyone else sees you smile, but if I can make one person smile a day, then I'm very happy, and I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. That is my goal.
Taking the words on. That's what I say every day to my community. You're taking words out of my mouth.
I'm trying not to.
I literally say that all the time. I'm like, I don't really care, because I've been like, I don't really know like how you are, and I'm sorry if I'm like overstepping.
Go for it.
So I used to never talk about religion, but I've been going to church more, and now I have like this little daily, it's literally right here in my stream room because I read it every day. It's my little daily devotional, and I've been reading it every single day on stream, and I tell people, I'm like, you don't have to, I don't call myself religious. I just say I follow Jesus Christ because he is literally all loving, all forgiving, all everything. I love him, and I want to be more like him. That's just my testimony. But if you don't want to see it as that, then just see it as motivation. I've been like getting more comfortable with like bringing him into my streams and stuff like that, just because that's where I'm at now in my streams. So literally just trust your process and trust your journey, because you're going to go through different phases of your streaming life, and you're going to consistently change with what you go through no matter what. But don't be afraid of change, because the change is good.
Change is always good.
Yeah, it's like a Pokemon evolving. You're going to your next evolution phase, you know?
When my Pikachu becomes a Raichu. But at the same point, like, for me, just to kind of answer that, religion isn't huge with me, but at the same point, I love and I respect people who have an affinity and a passion for something. And that's where my mindset is. When I see somebody genuinely passionate about what they do and how they are, even if it is religion, which so it's awesome. Because that makes you smile, and that makes you who you are, and that makes you grow as a person. And
I'm always the type of person, like, you can love what you do, like, you can love, like, what you believe, and you can preach what you believe, like, all of that stuff, as long as you're not, like, forcefully pushing your agenda on other people.
They said, Bobby, you're a Pokemon.
Am I a Pokemon? I don't know. They call my favorite Pokemon a freaking onion fairy, and it pisses me off, so.
We need to have fan art now. That's important. Get on it.
Hold on. Hold on. Oh, it's my tattoo. It's Celebi.
Oh, Celebi?
Apparently she looks like a green onion.
Yeah, she does look like a green onion.
No, she doesn't. She's not an onion fairy.
It's spamming onion fairy in chat. I love it. But
now they corrupted my kid. Now my kid goes, Mom, she's a time onion fairy. And I was like, why would you do that to him?
Does she have time on her? I'd have to look closer.
No, that's her power. Like she controls all the time. Like she has to protect the forest, so she can go back in time, forward in time. Like that's her whole thing.
I thought about the cooking ingredient time.
Thyme?
Like thyme.
Yeah, thyme. It's so potent, dude. It's like
It's
freaking
so good.
cilantro. The moment you like sprinkle a little bit on there, I'm like, oh, you can smell it. It smells like grass.
I love cooking. I'm a
I
really
love
good cook.
cooking.
That's something people don't know, and I'm not going to, but I should do cooking streams so I can write off all my food on taxes. Just saying.
It's a percentage. It's
It's
a
a percentage.
percentage.
It's a percentage.
It's a percentage. But
hmm
yes, you can. You were absolutely right about that. You can technically
Minimum of
write them off on taxes.
minimum of once a week. You'd have to.
Yeah, you
hmm
you actually can, man. Like I think
hmm
yeah, as long as yeah, you could do that. And honestly, that's smart though. Like I love my
It
cooking
is.
streams because then people can learn like little things or like little facts that like you have in the kitchen that some people don't know. You know, like I love like going on TikTok and seeing like those little like fun facts of like how to cut an onion without crying because there's so many different ways of how like people do it, and I'm like, I didn't know there was like 25 different ways. But there is because people are
hmm
just weird. But like that could be like a whole series you do. It's just like a cooking series of like facts. Let's learn how to cut a tomato today. And you
Honestly,
just cut through it.
I thought about who can make or how can I make the most disgusting meal for one night. You know, because
Interesting.
just
Have you ever
just
done one of those cooking streams to where you have chat add your ingredients for you?
I haven't done any cooking streams yet. I'm thinking of it. I mean, but like
You
I
should
don't
just
know
cook
how to set
something
it up.
basic like ramen, and for every like gifted sub or something like that, or for every new follower, chat gets to pick what you put in there, whether if it's hot sauce, peanut butter, cilantro, it could be eggs, like raw eggs,
Every
cooked
full
eggs. Like,
do pad thai, and every follow is a spoon of chili oil.
there you go. That would be awful.
It'd be
That would be
awful.
horrible, but you
Level
could do I would
2000
yeah, that would be Nutella. There it is. I'm so
Nutella.
bad at cooking. Don't worry, Sammy. I got you. I'll teach you how to
But
cook.
there's so many ideas when it comes to content too, because before you
Mhm.
even like, I want to bring up Call of Duty because I'm a COD streamer, and
Okay.
um, when we talk about Call of Duty, it's a super oversaturated game. You have millions and millions of streamers that do Call of Duty, and you have people that do
Mhm.
them well. You have like loadout videos, which falls under the educational category. You have
Yeah.
storytellers like Cpreds, who's one of my favorite human beings ever. But in like people who make content like that, it's entertainment. It's difficult. Like you have to go into a game and just have fun, and then you look back to see the clips that you like and try and make that into your video in whichever way you want. It could be via storytelling, it could just be a funny scene, it could just be like a really cool snipe, it could be really skillful stuff. Like your job as a streamer is, we talk about introspection, looking into yourself, but you have to look into the content that you have based off of the streams that you have, based off of the things that you get. And the best streamer can take any dumb conversation and make it into a video and make it funny and make it awesome and make it entertaining. I've
One of
literally
the
watched some.
hardest things. No,
No,
keep
go
going.
for it.
Keep going.
So
Okay.
one of my friends,
Yeah.
one of my friends, literally made one of the funniest videos of him walking to the refrigerator, and it was him talking in his head about what are my roommates taking out of my refrigerator this time? Why do I have to do this? And it's just him walking to the video for 15 seconds and him just doing introspective thoughts in his head. But creativity comes from within, and introspection really does that. And like that's how like the toughest thing to do is take like the most difficult things and to make them funny or awesome. And that's what we try
Mhm.
to do for ourselves as a streamer in our content.
Oh, 1,000%. I think one of the hardest things I had to learn, especially whenever, because like I said, I was very new to the streaming world. I didn't know what to expect. Like, people in my real life didn't like me. So I was like, oh, my personality isn't going to be a thing. And so I would be really down on myself. And I used to get really mad because I would be like, oh, I'm not doing good at Apex. And like the people I'm playing with are doing good. Like, people aren't going to watch me because I'm not doing good. And my husband had to nail it into me. People are not watching you because you're a god gamer. People are watching you because you're funny, because you
Yes.
have funny moments. So highlight those funny moments, like bring out more of those. Like, stop getting in your head. Stop thinking you're going to be a god at every game you play or you're just going to pick it up. I didn't grow up with games. I grew up with
hmm
no money. I had a Game Boy Advance and a GameCube, and then 18 years, like whatever, 15 years later go by, and I find my husband, and then we start playing zombies on Call of Duty, like Black Ops. Like that was my gaming history, and that's like what got me back into games was zombies, and then Overwatch, but before then I literally had Kirby Air Riders, Crazy Taxi. So I should not expect myself to just automatically just pick up games like that, because I didn't grow up like that, and so I don't have that skill, and that's okay to not have that skill. But then I have to recognize, okay, so why do people watch me then?
Right.
If I'm not good at games, then why do people watch me? Oh, let's make content out of whenever I die. And apparently gravity is my worst in any game, because it doesn't matter what game I play. I will jump. I have a voice clip of me on Blurp that has me crashing out saying, do you know how many times I missed that jump? Because I tried jumping. My husband came in here because I'm crashing out. He tried it once and made it first try, and I fucking dipped. I was pissed. I was like,
one of my favorite videos I've ever made was in Minecraft, and I made a trap where someone walks through a door, and I have on one side, so I built a house, right, a square house. On one side there's a patio, so you can walk out, and it's awesome and it's cool, and you can look over it, and it's like 160 blocks in the air or something like that. On the other side there is no patio, so you just watch people walk out the other side, and then you just see falls to their death.
damn.
And one time I wasn't thinking, and I wasn't looking where I was in my house, because I have a little like torch that tells me which side I should go on, and I walked out the wrong side. We all know what happened. So yep, gone. But
Gone.
it's like, but there's so many fun things that you can do, and highlighting those fun things and making them into fun videos is what's going to bring people in and make you entertaining and make people want to watch you. And that's what I noticed with you.
It's all about your attitude and reacting as well, because this is something I've learned, and this is something I've had to reflect on. But as a human, we all do this, so it's not anything to be ashamed of. Whenever we watch people, or whenever we watch TV shows, we find something that we want in our real lives, that we're aspiring in our real lives. Like if I just watch something about I watch so many murder documentaries and stuff like that, but that's because I love the drama. I'm like, I don't have any drama in my life because I hate it, but I just want to watch it, you know? So whenever I'm all about motivation and just positivity, and I know a lot of people that watch me struggle, but that's because, and they watch me because they're like, I want to learn what that positive, how do I get that positivity, you know? So whenever we're streamers and we constantly have a bad attitude, people don't want to learn how to have a bad attitude. People want to learn, okay, how do I I honestly constantly get frustrated when I lose at games, but let me watch this person who doesn't get frustrated, and let me watch them learn, that way I can learn how to have fun too, because a lot of the times that's why people watch us, is because we just have fun no matter if we are good or not. And a lot of people can't do that, and they want to learn how to do that, and so they kind of learn by example, and as streamers we're kind of that example, which is, we don't want that. We don't want that responsibility, but as streamers, we're putting ourselves in that place. So we have to take on that responsibility of, okay, let's be a good example for people, no matter what you're doing in stream.
And that touches on the whole psychology between streamer and viewer, which is such an interesting topic, and I could probably write an entire book on. The psychology that people as viewers want to watch people that are genuinely happy and having fun and enjoying life and having fun with other people, because they want to have that positivity reflect onto them in some way or shape or form. So it's not that happiness is what's going to bring people in. So don't think that. Please don't take this and think that. You don't
have to be happy. But like I said, my friend, she rages in games, but it's the fact that she's her authentic self, but she's able to rage and still enjoy herself. I can't do that. And that's what, I envy her for that. Because I'm like, if I rage at a game, I'm just pissed off. She's able to rage and then laugh 2 seconds later. And I'm like, how do you do that? I can't do that.
And that's the type of thing in most, as gamers, it's we take those we watch those people that we want to become the most, and people don't realize that. So when people
we watch people we enjoy, and it's like I said, it's the same with the TV show.
Exactly.
Whenever
another full circle.
we have something we want, like we watch something, we're like, oh, we want that, we enjoy that, like laughter and stuff like that. Like that's why I love The Office, because I found that show
I
whenever I was
love The
pregnant. It was
Office.
all about friendship and just like sarcasm, and just like even whenever people fought, they still got over it. Whenever like I had just had a baby, I was just angry, and I was like, I am really resonating with this because I want this. And that's why Fruits Basket is my favorite anime. Toru Honda, like she is someone I know it's just an anime character, but
I've never
that's
seen that, and I
someone.
have to write that down, and I have to watch it.
It's a very girly anime. Like just it's about
I'm a
this
big fan of
girl,
all
and
animes.
she's pure of heart, and it's such a good anime, and it's like a love story with romance, and it's just the character developments are so good, and all the backstories are just so good. And it's just like I said, the main character, like whenever I was 9 years old, I looked at like my mom and I was like, I want to be her, like just because like that's someone I strive to be, because it's something I didn't have in my life, but that's someone I wanted to be, you know. And now I'm exactly who I want to be, and I love that, but now I want to be even better. Like I hate to say that, but as people, like we should always strive to be better. Like if
Exactly.
you're just like, I hate to say it, and like I might sound like a bitch saying this. If you're just happy with where you are, eventually that's not going to be good enough for you. You have to constantly strive to be better, because that's just how life is.
That's how
And so
you
now
should
that
be.
yeah,
It's
I think it really
never be
is. And
complacent.
you should never be complacent, because you
Hmm.
are destined for better things. And once you do reach your goals, guess what? Find a better goal and work towards that. Because even if you don't hit that goal, you're still going to hit better things. You're still going to grow as a person. You're still going to like do good things by trying your best to reach your goals. Even if you don't hit them, you're going to reach new goals you didn't know you could hit, which is all that matters.
So I want to end our podcast on one more question, and this one I expect another rant type deal, because
Okay.
it's going to be really interesting. It's what so we talk about introspection, we talk about complacency, we talk about wanting to grow. For all these
Mm-hmm.
newer creators who want to delve in to the world of streaming, uh what is your message to them to help them grow?
My
And
message to them is honestly just have faith in yourself. If this is something you want to do, believe in what you want to do and who you are as a person, because a lot of the times we come in here and we at the beginning we do look at numbers, we do look at like the likes and the followages, and like, oh my gosh, like how many people are chatting, when in reality that's not really what's going to help us grow, because it could take one or two people, it could take one stream, it could take one TikTok for you to just blow up. It could take one clip, or like there was this one kid to where he has like flame blasters in the back, and he like murdered this like famous streamer on COD, and he was like, oh hey, this kid's streaming, and he had like this whole rave in his room because he died, and he blew up overnight. That kid had two average people watching him, maybe 10, and he blew up overnight just because he never gave up, and he just believed in his image, and he was like, you know what, I like this content, so I'm going to keep posting this content whether if people like it or not. So if you actually do want to start streaming, if you have an image in your head, believe in that image. And if you want to keep doing better, find inspiration, do better, don't give up, constantly grow, constantly do your research, because at the end of the day, you are going to get to where you want to be. And if you don't get to where you want to be, you're going to get to where you thought you never could be. And that's going to give you confidence to go even further, because that's how life works. And it really is, because we do hit these goals we don't expect to hit. And once we hit them, like you're going to believe in yourself, and you're going to find this confidence. So believe in yourself, honestly, and just don't listen to people online. Don't listen to people that are like, oh, you only have 2 viewers. Oh my God. Fuck them. Look at me. I have 2 viewers. How many do you have? Oh, none, because you don't stream? Fair enough. Like, screw the haters. Love yourself. Love your content. If you literally are just making one person happy and you're changing one person's life, that's one person that you made smile, and you should never take that for granted, because who knows, maybe you were that one kid and you were like, oh my gosh, I needed to hear that one sentence this person said, and they only have 2 people watching them, but I was that one person and they gave me that motivation to do something better. Even if that's your job in life, be that person. be that person and be confident in who you are and just love your life no matter what you do. Whether if you have 2 viewers, 1,000 viewers, whether if you blow up, you don't blow up, whether if you blow up and then your numbers go back down, because that happens all the time in
Yup.
streaming. Never take it personally. It happens all the time. Your numbers are going to dip.
Yup.
Life changes. Schedules happen, like schedules rechange, like people get new jobs. Like, never take it personally. You're still doing great, and you're going to get to where you want to be in life. And if you don't technically get to where you thought you'd be, you're going to get further than you ever thought you could be. And that's something you should never take for granted. So just believe in yourself and find people who will believe in you too.
I love that. My response to anybody looking to get into streaming, to answer that question, which is, what message do you have for newer creators who want to get into the industry and grow? Do it your own way. Don't listen to anyone else. Bibbidi said it right. Do it your own way. Focus on your content in a way that you want to do it. If you like prop hunt, play prop hunt. If you want to post prop hunt videos, do it. If you like Minecraft, play Minecraft. If you like repo, play repo. If you have fun, you will make the content in the manner of which you want it. You will find yourself and you will grow. And my other secondary thing, she mentioned research. Research as a viewer. And this is why. You will, as a viewer, you will be able to find people that you have never seen before. You'll be able to find people that you've never met before. They're going to bring in an entirely new perspective on how you hold yourself, on how you hold your content, on what you want to do. And genuinely, do it your own way. Don't worry about the numbers. Try and do your best to post content, because the content is how people are going to know your name. I found her through TikTok, right? People will might find you through YouTube or Instagram, or post everywhere, post often, and do it your own way. And have fun. Fucking have fun and be yourself.
Fine. Have fun, honestly. Like that, I love that so much because it's so true. Like, there was someone I met at TwitchCon actually, and he only had, I think, 500 followers. We got him to, I think, 2,000 this past month.
Aw.
Just because, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because I met him, and now, like, I'm like, oh, hey guys, like, spread his name around. Let's just like go lurk, and like, I always pop him up, or I always spread. Like, you never know who you're gonna meet. You never know. Like, I didn't even know I was gonna be as big as what I am, and I still don't even consider myself a big streamer. I still think I'm just like this girl from Texas who, I'm a mom and a wife, and I just sit here and I talk, and people
But you're you.
sit here. Yeah, I know, but I don't think I'm that. I don't think I'm any more important than anybody else, in my opinion, because I'm not, and no one should ever think like that. So I honestly love that advice. Like, just be you, be authentically you, and just one thing I love, and something that I did get told whenever I first started creating content. If you like the content you're making, like if you're watching it and you like it, you're not the only person. Like, even if it's only like 100 people, like say if there's like cotton candy flavored ice cream or something, some really weird flavor that no one likes but you. Guess what? There's going to be a few other people that like that ice cream. Just because it's not the most popular doesn't mean that you're the only one that likes it. So
This
if
is
you
true.
like your content, there's going to be other people out there that like your content too. Because
Mhm.
you're not alone in this world. Like, there are people who think just like you. I'm just saying.
I agree. I agree 100%. And
Mhm.
Bibbidi, I appreciate the hell out of you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come on to the PSP podcast. Typically, like when I run the PSP podcast, I want to try to do something awesome, but because it's my first podcast in over a year, I haven't been able to build that back up. I typically
Yeah.
will make a video of the creator, so I kind of shortchanged you on that because I was gonna edit it tomorrow morning, but but I'll send that. I'll
Sorry,
send
I
that. It's
can't
okay.
schedule. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You're okay. I'll totally still send it to you. I'll still make it because I love making videos. It's a passion of mine. One other minor thing I do want to bring up as a creator is timing. Timing. And I'm not talking about timing of when you post. I'm not talking about when you stream. I'm talking about the timing that you have, that you take to edit your content and you still do your day-to-day life.
Time management.
Yes. Time management is
management.
huge. And that's where I'm
your
failing and why I
personal
haven't been
life,
able to post.
for your work life, for like every aspects of your life. You have to time manage. And if there's a day that you can't do something, it's okay, because if
Yep.
you are able to time manage, you can fit it into your schedule later in the week. And
Boom.
it will be okay.
And
It will be fine.
and like I'm not even like, and I don't want to have like an underlying comment on the whole scheduling thing, because I appreciate you reaching out and we found a time to do this because it was amazing. But
know, I keep saying I'm
it's
sorry.
about, no, you're totally fine. Like what I meant by time management is like, I work 3 jobs and I still find a way to post at least one video. So if I can do that and I only have 2.5 hours to make 1 video a week, you guys can do it every day. I know you
It's
can.
also about holding yourself accountable.
And I do that
It's about
consistently.
It's about disciplining yourself. It's about holding yourself accountable, keeping the promises you have to yourself, because the easiest person to break a promise to is to yourself, because no one else
Yes.
is watching.
100%.
No one else is going to hold you accountable to the promises you break to yourself besides you, and you're not going to hold yourself accountable. So
I agree.
I'm just
But
saying.
thank you again for popping on. Hang out in the Discord for a sec.
Of course.
But ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go ahead and raid out into somebody since it's all on Twitch. So give me a second while I get everything situated for us to do that.